Howdy YouTube, going to replace the fuel filter. The tools you'll need are really only a flathead screwdriver, and you might want a light, and you might want a bucket to dump the fuel in so that it doesn't dump on you or elsewhere. And make sure that the flow indicator on the filter is facing the right direction. Haven't done this before. Last guy had a lot of thumbs down, and I guess the camera work was pretty bad or something. So I'm gonna try to make a video, see how it goes. Here's the replacement fuel filter. Flow goes that way toward the front from the fuel tank. It's held on by a strap to a bracket. And the entire rest of that footage is not usable because the GoPro had an error, I guess. So the footage explained a bunch of things and it showed the exact placement, but basically, if you take that camera angle and you just go forward and underneath the car about 2 feet, then you'll find a rail, and behind that rail is the fuel filter. If you don't have line clamp pliers, you can use a locking, like lockjaw pliers, but wrap the jaws with a lot of tape to make it soft. And you can clamp off the hoses that way so it spills less fuel. And then the fuel filter is going to be full of fuel. It's going to want to dribble out all over you. So you could drain that into a bucket, or you could like get caps that are the right size. It's up to you. Or you could pour it all over yourself. That's what I do. Now this clip should come all the way out. I didn't realize that at first. And mine snapped on me. I'm not sure if it was this side. I think it was the other side that snapped. But that didn't really matter. They're disposable clip. You can also use a plug for the lines. That's one of those like where things you make a dent in a metal object so it's easier to drill. But it was the right size, so that's what I used. So the reason I'm struggling here is because I didn't realize the clip had to be all the way out. Now, the fuel line is so ridiculously easy to get off of the fuel filter that it's like scary, but that's how they build it, so that's how it is. Shit, there's a bunch of gasoline down there. You can either use a flathead screwdriver or a 5/16/8mm hex nut driver. You really don't need to do a whole lot of turning, so a screwdriver is probably easier. And because I didn't drain the fuel line, it's just pouring all over me. Doesn't go all the way on. And that's just how this AutoZone fuel filter was made. The other one had a shorter section on this side. Got the clip in. I have a hard time believing that this is going to not disastrously leak all over the place, but that never happened. Now I'm taking off the pliers that are holding the fuel, the remaining fuel in the line. It's pretty awkward to put the fuel filter back in the strap. I should have loosened the strap a little more, because it would be a lot easier. Okay, grabbing the other fuel line, pulling that plug out, jamming it over. Not hard, just super easy. Here's the clip. It's a little confusing. There's like 4 little holes in the ring there. I still don't know which ones the clip goes in, but whichever one fits, you put it in there and you put it all the way down. At this point in the video, I'm still like having a hard time believing that such a loose fitting is how it's supposed to be. Let's see what happens. And it worked just fine. There's less stuttering at low RPM, a lot less stalling, and that jerkiness when you're in a really high gear but going slow, where it shakes the vehicle back and forth, that was reduced significantly. I hope this video was adequate for you.